Hi, welcome back to Histamine Health Coach, where we navigate life with histamine intolerance and find ways to feel our best. In most parts of the country, spring is here, and for so many, that means seasonal allergies are ramping up. But did you know that histamine intolerance can actually make allergy symptoms worse? Hi, I'm Teresa, your histamine health coach, and today we're going to explore the difference between allergies and histamine intolerance. We'll look at how inflammation plays a role, and most importantly, what you can do to feel better this allergy season without relying only on antihistamines. And I'll introduce you to my free low histamine diet starter plan. It's a clear, simple way to start reducing your histamine naturally. So let's get started. Now, before I was ever officially prescribed antihistamines, I always had a stash on hand. It just made sense, right? My logic was simple. Too much histamine in my body, just take an antihistamine. Sounds great, right? If only it were that easy. Back then, I didn't really understand inflammation, the immune system, or how mast cells actually worked. I just knew that my symptoms were frustrating, and antihistamines seemed like a quick fix, though it wasn't exactly helping the situation. I had a great routine that helped with fatigue, headaches, and congestion. First step, visit the drive-through for an iced coffee. Next, take the over-the-counter migraine meds. Always had them on hand. And when I would get to work, a swig of liquid antihistamines. Yes, a swig. I would buy the children's version because it was liquid, so it was easier to take and a lower dose, which meant less drowsiness. Win-win, right? Or so I thought. That was me for a long time, managing my histamine, but not really managing my symptoms. Just my normal day to day. All in all, though, I was ignoring the big picture, trying to fix my extreme fatigue with caffeine, managing daily migraines with over the counter meds, and treating congestion with a children's antihistamine. But all of this, oh, it was just keeping me in a cycle of inflammation. And then spring would roll around and boom, it was a whole different ball game. Every single year, like clockwork, I'd end up with a sinus infection. Well, I know now that it was because my immune system was already struggling. My lifestyle, and especially my lack of nutrition, was actually making my seasonal allergies worse. Here's how this happens. So, allergies can weaken the immune system, which in turn increases histamine levels. So my body was already overloaded with histamines, and then allergy season would hit, cranking up to a whole new level, making it even more reactive. At that point, I was just like, what the heck is even happening to me? Well, I already had inflammation from poor nutrition, stress, and a total lack of sleep. Trust me, on the nights that I had to get up for a 3 a.m. crew call, I barely slept at all. And all of this, it was causing gut issues, raising my histamine levels, and activating my mast cells. Add in a weakened immune system, and here comes the sinus infection that's going to take weeks to get over. So, in case you're wondering, the quick fix isn't the answer. The real solution, reducing my inflammation. And here's the thing, inflammation can come from a lot of sources. For me, it was lack of sleep, my stress, and nutrient deficiencies. These are huge triggers, but the good news is that you can control them. You may have noticed I prefer to use the word nutrition instead of diet. I really don't like the word diet because diets are temporary, and honestly, most diets don't even work. Even the low histamine diets don't work. I would follow them only to get lost in a cycle of deprivation, not healing. Felt like a constant list of don't eat this, don't eat that, but no real guidance on what was actually working for me. And I didn't thrive in that situation. What finally made a difference was realizing that a low histamine diet isn't the answer, it's a tool, a way to lower my histamine load temporarily, figure out what foods my body not only tolerates but thrives on, and creating a plan that works for me. Because the goal isn't to follow a strict diet forever, it's to use it as a guide to get your body back on balance. A low histamine diet can be an incredible tool when it's used the right way. It helps you lower your overall histamine levels and figure out what foods are actually triggering your symptoms. But here's the thing, a low histamine diet isn't meant to be forever. It's not about cutting out foods indefinitely or fearing every bite you take. It's a tool, a starting point. Think of it like a reset, a way to calm your symptoms, give your body a break, and start figuring out what actually works for you. Because the goal isn't to stay on a restrictive diet forever. The goal is to build tolerance, bring variety back in, and find more freedom with food. That's why I focus on a low histamine lifestyle, not just a diet, because our bodies thrive on balance, not deprivation. So if you're already starting to feel that tickle in your throat from the seasonal allergies, and that congestion is creeping in, or that dreaded fatigue that comes out of nowhere, take a step back. It's not just about pollen. It's about your body's overall histamine load, your inflammation levels, and how well your immune system is handling it all. And small changes, yeah, they really do add up. That's why a low histamine approach isn't about restriction, it's about freedom. And when you're feeling overwhelmed, wondering where to start, what foods are actually safe, or how to introduce foods without backtracking, that's why I created the low histamine diet starter plan. It's designed to help you lower your histamine load, track symptoms, and start feeling better without obsessing over every bite. You can download it now at histaminehealthcoach.com and start making small, realistic changes that actually work for you. Because when you support your body the right way, you don't have to live in fear of food. You can finally start enjoying it again. If you know someone that needs to hear this, feel free to share it. And for more strategies, head to histaminehealthcoach.com and sign up for my emails. I'll send you tips you can actually use. Thank you so much for being here today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.